Good day, everybody. 5 reasons why 99% of entrepreneurs burn out and fail miserably. You don't want that to be you now, do you? Becoming an entrepreneur and creating your own business is one of the more challenging and frightening adventures on which someone could embark. To be successful, you have to stay focused, make wise investments, and truly believe in yourself and your product or your opportunity. However, you can have all the motivation and drive in the world and still end up burning out or failing. Below are 5 of the most common mistakes likely to overwhelm and interrupt your entrepreneurial journey. Take the time to familiarize yourself with them, and hopefully they will become 5 less things you have to worry about in your already insane schedule. Number 1, there's a big problem, not delegating tasks. One of the things that I'm really good at doing is delegating. My philosophy is I don't do anything that I can get somebody else to do. There are certain things I have to do. Like in my business, I had to recruit. I had to train people. I had to, do certain things, right? But every single other thing that I didn't absolutely have to do, I delegate and have delegated, which has allowed me to do the most productive things that allowed my business to grow and allowed me to become successful. You might think that as a lone wolf, you can tackle the world, but there's only so much you can chew on your own. For instance, when I needed a logo for one of my past businesses, I played around with the trial version of Adobe Photoshop. I ended up needing to spend 5 hours learning from a 12-year-old through his YouTube videos. Needless to say, I wasted that time when I should have paid someone for a logo on Fiverr.com or 99designs.com and spent my brain power handling executive tasks of development and marketing, especially marketing. I think a lot of, one of the things I see in my business, a lot of people, because they're either they're afraid or they're too cheap, they don't hire help. They don't hire an assistant or a secretary or somebody to help them do the things that need to be done, especially administratively, and they end up becoming, $12 or $15 hour secretaries when they could be making hundreds of dollars an hour if they were putting that time into prospecting and closing transactions. Really dumb. You don't want to do that. That's an investment when you hire somebody. It's not an expense and an investment because it allows you to do, when you hire help, like this example here, it allows you to invest that energy into something that will allow you to grow your business. Because I think a lot of entrepreneurs can be perfectionists, and by being so, they try to do everything on their own. The problem with this is it takes up all of your time when you should be focusing on executive things like strategy or prospecting or, making phone calls to see clients and grow your business in one form or another. Number 2, information overload. When you start something, it's important to learn as much as you can in order to make smart decisions. Then you must take action and be flexible enough to pivot. However, many entrepreneurs fool themselves into thinking they need to know everything in order to hedge any risk. It's important to focus on tactics, but there comes a time when you just need to step up and execute. At the end of the day, you only need to know enough to make the sale or try for it, since you'll also learn that way. Otherwise, you'll be caught in analysis paralysis, trying to understand everything. You don't need to understand everything. I don't know anything about computers, very, very little. I have an IT person that takes care of all that stuff, brilliant IT person. Thank you, Rob. That helps me with that. So I don't need to know how to do it. I just need to know where I can get the information to get that thing, done and taken care of. So what's the most important factor when starting your own business? Customer demand. If you aren't sure someone wants to buy what you're working on, then you're making faulty decisions on your company. You've just wasted months of your life. So the best way to gauge demand is by asking someone, hey, will you buy this? Then when they say no, find out what's stopping them. Perhaps they need testimonials, benefits about what you're selling, or need a demo of it in action, or at least a presentation to show them what you do and how it affects them, how it can help them accomplish what they want. It also helps to study competition in your market. Finding competitors just means your niche industry is profitable. Remember, Friendster, MySpace, I don't either. We're all on Facebook. Number 3, lacking synergy. You might be extremely excited, obsessed, and crazy about what you're starting. However, You can't expect everyone to share the same feelings. Whether these other folks are people you're hiring or co-founders, you can only utilize their talents. The common belief system people in an organization have is, I'm the only one who understands my business. That's BS. They always get caught up in believing their employees are just not motivated enough as much as them. They just can't see the bigger picture of synergistic work. How do you solve synergy issues? All you should do is share your vision with incentives of changing the world, plus making crazy amounts of cash and having fun while doing it. I love that. Number 4, dealing with haters. Taking a verbal punch with humility is one of the greatest traits an entrepreneur can possess. It simply reflects another's opinion towards his or her business. Opinions are hardly meant to be taken seriously, especially from family or friends who have never been in your position, who've never had success, who have no idea what it takes to be successful. Taking advice from people that are less informed than you is dumb, very dumb. Don't do it. If you need advice, talk to somebody who's done what you want to do and take their advice and follow it. Sometimes an entrepreneur can have the best service to offer, the most efficient team in place to handle the business, hardworking partners, and every other single thing. But if his or her customers are just not as excited for the service, the business will lose to a competitor. Getting all worked up while receiving criticism or taking it a bit too offensively is a clear path to burning out. Constant frustration and counterproductivity. It's easier to listen to that criticism and to rectify the issue accordingly. The best solution is to listen to your hating customers, ask them to share what they believe could improve your service or product enough so they would pay for it. One of the things that I would do all the time when somebody wouldn't go ahead, if I was trying to recruit them into my business or if I was trying to, make them a client, and they weren't going ahead for whatever reason, they're coming up with reasons why not. The question I always ask is, okay, I understand right now you don't see this as I see it, and I feel badly for having not presented in a way that makes enough sense for you to go forward. Could you tell me, so that I don't make the same mistake with anybody in the future, could you tell me exactly why you're not going forward? Why are you not joining my business, or why are you not becoming a client? All you need to know so that I don't make the same mistake with people that I meet with in the future that I've obviously made with you. Would you please help me out? Then I would ask them to tell me the reason they're not going ahead, because you keep asking that question every time somebody doesn't go ahead, you're going to start finding out that you're not presenting stuff in your presentation that you should be presenting, which is what's holding you back. You don't even know why they're saying no. You need to know why everybody says no, even if they don't end up going ahead, because if they tell you why, and then you have the ability to overcome that why, right, you can turn that no into a yes. But if you don't know why they're not going forward, if you don't know why they're not joining, exactly why not, if you don't know why they're not buying, you need to always find out why, whether they buy or not, so that you can make adjustments to how you're presenting in the future. Number 5, crazy personal life. This reason alone has put way too many entrepreneurs out of business. It's a known fact that this game is all about sacrifices. You have to work day in and day out on your business, so having some me time can be extremely revealing and rewarding. Sometimes it also gives you time to brainstorm your strategic planning. I recommend being in the moment. It's kind of cliche, right? However, it makes all the difference in your mental health. When you're working, be at work. And when you're with your loved ones, don't pay attention to anything else. Be with them. The best thing you can do is set one day or even just an evening away from the emails, the cell phones to spend with your loved ones. Think of it as a weekly ritual for you to get ready, relax a bit, and enjoy some fun. Now, if you did all the work you should be doing all week, you should have no problem taking some time off to be with the people you care about and having some fun and some relaxation. It's when you're not working, when you're wasting time, when you're on your computer, when you're doing things that have nothing to do with growing your business, then you need to punish yourself and work. How about enjoying the full flavor of that morning cereal without watching TV or speaking to your friends and family without refreshing your emails? There's even visiting the gym to blow off steam and allowing endorphins to change your mood. How about balancing your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family in your crazy entrepreneurial life? Try it out. Let me know if this helps.